Here we are again. Lublin to RusMap continued. Hoping we don't hit somebody. Hoping that we don't have to start again. We don't want to start losing frames. So, one feature you notice in the RusMap is Russian names. Possibly more Russian-looking little churches and such. I don't know. Russian people. Traffic. Traffic. Ooh, lots of traffic. Let's get up here and look. Well, yeah, most of them stopped at the light. So, if we stop here. Oop, go really fast. That guy can hit us. We were good. Oh, recruitment agencies are spelled the same in Russian, apparently. Acrylic. No, they probably aren't, but who knows? So I don't know whether I have viewers or not. It's hard to tell. One screen says yes, the other screen says no. I had one viewer and then I had to drop the screen. Drop the program, restart ETS, restart my stream, so. Because I was dropping frames. So we're going from here to... Shit, why are we here? Let's look at jobs and see what we have. Probably was back where we were before. Not really sure what happened here. Maybe to Belarus, maybe to there, maybe to there, maybe to there, there, there. Not sure what happened, you know? But I think we might just drive to there. Let's just go empty to Pinsk and see what it looks like. Since we did not see anything we liked, we'll go to Pinsk. It's not far. 20 minutes. Maybe. Nobody there. Pinsk. Oh, roof rack again. So to Pinsk, we're just deadheading, bobtailing to Pinsk because we didn't see any cargoes we liked. We had to restart the game. because of frame drops, and I wanted something going southeast. It's bottom part of the new RusMap that we've loaded. There's some highway here, but he says go right, go right. If you look here, the world map. I had lots of things going up here, but I wanted a cargo going down here to Pinsk, and then we get something hopefully going along. My aim is to go all the way down here, the bottom line, like this, and then maybe back up. So maybe go around the outside of the map. And if we have to go empty, we'll go empty. Oop, going a little fast there. Gas station, we're good. And I suspect the highway narrows up here. We'll see. So this is a RusMap as opposed to just the standard. Just standard ETS map. And hopefully I'm on medium setting. If you're a new viewer, I'm on medium setting, and my card for ETS. And everything freezes as I say that. Don't know what's happening. Wow. And wow. I'm gonna have to crank it down. That's the second freeze up happened, and I wanted to explore a RusMap. The emphasis on exploring and not on graphics, so I apologize, but we're actually going to have to just crank right back here and be very sad on video settings. Low. At least let's turn on HDR. And let the vegetation go to medium. And leave everything else low and see where that gets us in. This is going to look pretty bad, probably. But maybe it won't keep crashing, and we're going to buy a newer card. Fusion plays. Hey to you. So, as I said, we've had to drop too low on the video card. Because I'm just having too much trouble trying to run the... I'm using my GTX 750 to do the video and to also do streaming using the GeForce experience, which is... makes it very easy. My son tells me to use OBS, and I think he might be right. But I also need a better card. The GTX 750 was released in 2013, I think. It's okay. The equivalent low-end card now is the 1050. And there also is the 1050 Ti. I think I'm going to get it. Whoa, I'm going to put my brakes on, and hopefully nobody's coming. Excuse me. Equivalent now is I was going to get the better card, but it was easy to do the streaming using the onboard streaming of the card itself. there's only a few options, which is nice. And for a while it was handling it okay, but I noticed since I've loaded RusMap I think is adding more detail. I'm not sure, it's more load on it, so I've got OBS. I mean, I've got a copy of it downloaded. I have to watch the tutorials. My girlfriend was up visiting for a week, plus we had a lot of company. So, not a lot of time to get into this. But now I have a bit of spare time, so I'm going to have to watch some tutorials on OBS and then have my son help me with the basic settings. But yeah, to your suggestion, Fusion, yes. If I use OBS, then that loads the CPU instead of the GPU. Let's run through these trees. The card, I think the new cards, I think it's maybe a couple of hundred. Depends on which one I get. A couple hundred Canadian for the 1050, or a little more for the TI. So I think that's what I'll do. Go to my local Canada computer store, see what they've got on sale, swap the card out, and then sell this one on Kijiji, I guess. I was going to give it to my son for one of his extra computers, but his computers and his kids' 2 computers already had better cards than this, so no swap. Anyways, I'm driving, exploring the RusMap. I did this ages ago. I had RusMap, Russian Open Spaces, ProMads, all sorts of things, ProMods, all sorts of things, and then the slow down a bit here. ETS. What the hell are we doing? Okay, bye. ETS upgraded, and then nothing was compatible anymore, and I just sort of gave up for a while. I went and drove ATS for a bit of the regular ATS map, which I hadn't really looked at, and then some coast to coast, going back and forth across the US, and then some Canada Dream map, wandering around coast to coast in Canada. That was fun. But now I'm back to ETS, and I'd forgotten how much better the detail is in ETS than it is in ATS. Sure, park on the road. So it's been an interesting transition back to here, because I got, I don't know, probably 1,300 hours in ETS. Got it a number of years ago after I finished a book. I'm an author. I was doing a rough draft of a book every November like I do, and that was my reward. Once I finished that, I bought ETS, and I spent, I pretty well binged for a few weeks on it. So AMD R9 380. Yeah. I was trying to get my son to tell me about boards and stuff like this. Even once you pick a specific board that you think you want, then I realized all sorts of people use the same NVIDIA chipset or whatever the hell you want to do their own packaging of it. So I've done more research, and different manufacturers overclock. The 1050 basic board from NVIDIA, I think it goes up to, I don't know, is it 2,000 meg to overclock? You can overclock a lot from the way it's sold. So different manufacturers overclock it differently. They also have 1 or 2 fans, which might make it run a little cooler, maybe a little quieter. Some of them are powered directly off the bus. Some of them use an extra power connector. But I looked. I got a 330. I forget what I've done. I've got, I think, enough power. I don't have a lot in this tower, so I've got enough base, and I got enough spare power that I could, and I got the connectors. I could plug into that. Another variation I noticed, some of them, don't forget the turn here, Mike. Some of them have an exhaust basically out the back of the board, where so it exhausts right rather than the GPU fan on the board. Where are we going? Doesn't matter, I guess. We're in pinks. So wherever the GPU, it lets the fan. Sorry, distracted here. I'm trying to do too many things. There's slots in the back of where the card, so it actually exhausts out the back of the tower, rather than just exhausting into the tower and letting the tower fans. So let's see what we have now that we're in Pinsk. We are here. Ooh, large tubes to Poland. No, we don't want to go that way. We want something here. Something over here. So, well, we're trying to do cargo weight because we're picky. See, that's not bad at all. That's 20 tons. Let's see what else we have. Same thing, 17 tons. No, we don't want to go up there. No, we don't want to go back there. No. 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 Geez, we're not, we're picky on the job board, eh? No. And, yeah, I suspect that I know. So, sorry. This one. Yes, set as GPS. So I have to go back to my screen now because my chat doesn't. Fusion. Oh, saw the going live notification. Good. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to talk to a fellow lazy T trucker. Okay, tab key back to A4. Able. Let me get our cargo. Our cargo is Mutek at the job. Oh, clothes. Ah, probably Levi jeans smuggled into Russia. Or not. I've got to go to my other screen now here. Chat window doesn't always scroll in my Twitch monitor. And there's a problem with the mouse and ETS. It gets captured to your screen. Well, I see a lot of people complaining the mouse doesn't work. Oh, this is interesting. See, in Russia, they leave cargoes all over the damn place. The mouse, some people complaining the mouse doesn't behave properly in ETS, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the mouse. It'd be nice if I could easily scroll the mouse over to the other monitor. How we go like that? Without having to Alt-Tab. I don't think this is heavy enough cargo that I really have to worry about that. Yeah, we don't go down that much. Didn't quite reach the ground. Crawl to. Why C2? It's not that heavy, is it? Well, it's 20 tons. Okay, let's put this down. There. Doesn't that look nice? We'll sit on top. And we'll watch the mirrors. So, it's a long trip. This is 10 hours, which is 30 minutes in game time. So, thank you for joining. If you like my stream, follow. I'm trying to stream every day at varying lengths of time and varying times in the day, but I guess I should try to stream rather consistently in the evening of North American Eastern time. Eastern Standard Time. So yes, we're coming through. If you don't mind, thank you. And for the next few, I think what I'll be doing is I'll be exploring RusMap while I'm drinking beer. Thank you. You may notice some big cargoes. I'll show you my options, just so you know where I'm coming from. Do we want to leave? Yes, we do. We want to look at our options. So I have a sound fixes, which adds some nice sounds to the game. Real traffic density and ratio. This adds more traffic in cities and in rush hour on busy highways, and less on others. Railway cargo pack by Jazzy Cat, because you're familiar with. That gives you the nice big heavy locomotives and shit. Improved truck physics by Alexi P. Really great mod. It improves. It plays with suspension and stuff like that, like a lot of them do. But he also, Alexi also played with the brakes, so that the brakes heat up faster, cool down slower, and the gripping traction is less when you're trying to take off, and when you're trying to stop, there's less traction, and more so in rain. Top corner F2 mirrors, that's just to make them smaller. Heavier cargo weights, this is another bunch of, I'll show you. 70 tons, well, a lot of 60, not many 70s, but a lot of heavier weights. And the RusMap, def, model, and map. So, that's me. Yeah, I really want to exit. Now, hopefully the game doesn't crash, because sometimes in ETS, and I don't think it's me, when you play with the mods and look at them, don't even change them. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Thank you. Not a crash. This is good. And we crashed. Sorry. My apologies. Here I was trying to be helpful and show people stuff, and the game crashed. Tends to do that on mods. Yeah, we'll get there. So my hope is that buying a better video card will help. RusMap. You see the RusMap. RusMap. Ooh, this is nice, whatever. Crawl. Not sure why we're lagging like that. Maybe because we're just loading the map? Maybe. We'll see what happens once we get up here. But we're on low video, for God's sake. We should have more frames per second. Jesus, let's just stop here. Stop and let the world catch up. I wonder why. Let's check our options, make sure we're on pathetic videos. Simple settings. Yeah, we're on low, which is pretty pathetic. Well, we got it HDR, we turn HDR off. Oh, I wonder if Boink is running. Who knows? Maybe it was. Boink is only supposed to run when the system is not busy, but maybe it sees me running a game and a little better. Although I've screwed up my screen now. Jeez. This mouse thing is really freaking annoying. Yeah, okay. Well, that's an interesting thing, whatever it is. Do we need gas? No, but it seems to be coming out of that big storage tank. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is so annoying. Here I decided I was going to shut down, or I was going to spend an evening online, giving my viewers something, and terrible performance. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reboot. I can't even stop. I'm gonna reboot.